Okay, let's do the...
Yeah, so are we talking to the people now, or are we just doing stuff?
Yeah, let's... 2, 3, 4... Just kidding. Was it like 4 times? And then it goes
I don't know.
Technically, there's singing there.
Whoop.
What's up, everybody? It's Lucas.
Oh, I'm Evan
from Guitars USA, and today we're doing Pedalboard Wars Mark 1. So Evan has his pedalboard / spaceship, and I have my pedalboard / dinghy, and we're gonna go back and forth and try to get some different sounds of different bands and different stuff and see who is better. Besides, obviously it's me, but so today we're both playing our personal guitars. This is my DGT. Tell me about yours.
Custom 22 trim 5708s.
This is red. I'm playing through a Hot Rod Deluxe with an EV12L in it, and he's playing through the HXDA.
I didn't have my amp here today. I usually play through a Blues Breaker, and the HXDA, if you've seen our other videos, is a Plexi, so it's pretty close to what I play.
It sounds good. And that's going into a 2-rock cabinet with an EV copy in a warehouse EV copy. And so we're both playing, like, the amps are pretty clean and everything is coming from the pedal board. Big difference, I'm using the effects loop on mine. That one doesn't have an effects loop, and he doesn't use effects loops anyway. So
effects loops are for losers.
Apparently. We'll let you be the judge.
Well, talk about your signal chain.
Yeah, let's talk about the signal chain. I like the word signal chain. Okay, so guitar goes straight into, I have a 535 Crybaby by Dunlop, and then that goes into a Snark floor pedal tuner, into a MXR Custom Shop Phase 90 script, and then into a Moore Elect Lady flanger, into an original Tube Screamer, an original TS808.
It's the real thing.
It is the real thing. Then into the Wampler Plexi Drive Deluxe, into a MXR EVH 5150 Overdrive, and then in the effects loop I have a Line 6 M9 Stomp Box modeler, and that's doing reverb, delay, and chorus for me, and tremolo. And that is my signal path. Nothing super crazy, just into a couple things, and then that loop stuff just to give me some extra options. You want to tell us what's going on in your signal chain?
Yeah. Okay, so I do a couple of different gigs, so I have to have a pretty versatile board. So what I've got is, right now I'm running straight into an Old Boss TU2. I do have a Line 6 Relay G50 wireless on the board. I use it depending on the size of the venue that I'm in. Right now I'm just using a cable, running straight into the tuner. So out of the tuner goes into a Keeley 4-knob compressor, out of the compressor into a Dunlop / Signature Crybaby wah, out of the wah into a full-tone Deja Vibe. It's one of the mini ones. It's like the greatest Univibe copy of all the Univibe copies. I'm sure there's probably somebody making something that's better than it now, but man, it is so good.
With a real light bulb.
Yeah, it's awesome. So out of the Deja Vibe, it goes into an MXR EVH Phase 90, the one with the stripes. It's got the script button. I keep the script button in, so it's really basically the same thing as what he has on his board. Out of that, all right, so here's where things start to get weird. I get all of my overdrive and distortion out of pedals, and so I have all of that stuff that we talked about, my compression, my wah, the phaser, and the Univibe are going to be going into the front of any of my overdrive and distortion. So I have an Ernie Ball stereo volume pedal, and all of that front end stuff goes into it. And now what it lets me do is I have two outputs, and heel down goes to output A and toe down goes to output B. It'd probably make more sense if I demonstrate very quickly. So heel down is my straight clean signal. Toe down is my overdrive. That second output goes into an aluminum Falcon 2, which is a very accurate Klon Centaur clone. And then out of there, it goes into a JHS Andy Timmons AT pedal, which is it's Andy's signature that's based off of the Angry Charlie. From there, it goes back into a Line 6 Roto machine, which is a Leslie simulator pedal. That acts as a summing mixer between my clean and dirty signals. So the heel down output A from my volume pedal, goes into this Roto machine, and then output B goes into my overdrive pedals, and then back into the Roto machine, which sums the signals. I promise it's not as complicated as it sounds.
It's pretty complicated.
Out of the Leslie goes into an MXR analog chorus. Out of the chorus goes into a Line 6 tap tremolo. From there it goes to an MXR carbon copy analog delay, then to a TC Electronic Hall of Fame reverb pedal. Out of the reverb goes into an MXR CAE Custom Audio Electronics Boost Overdrive, of which I really just use the clean boost to it, and then it goes to the amp. So see, there's nothing. It's like just a cable.
Might as well just be plugged directly into the amp.
Yeah.
I mean. Okay, so now that we've gone through the wiring here, I guess probably what we ought to do is just start with some cleaner sounds and some different effects and things, and kind of run our way through, and we'll go back and forth and play pretty much the same thing. I don't know like half the number of songs that he knows, so I'll just get close. How about just like a nice like just reverb clean sound with some trim arm action. Do you have your trim on?
No, I don't use it.
All right, well, I'll put this back here then.
You can use yours. That's okay.
That's cool. That's cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna turn on some plate reverb, and this is just the amp clean. Sounds like this. You're up!
Alright, reverb. Also, I don't use a whole lot of reverb. My reverb's kind of subtle. Just kind of bluesy crunch sort of thing.
All right, go for it.
All right, so this is if my... So that's like the aluminum Falcon all the way on. This is totally clean. So I'm going to go about halfway.
that nice
Yeah.
feedback. It just wants to drive into it. All right, I'm just gonna use that same reverb I had on. I'm just turning on the Tube Screamer, which has no overdrive. All the gain is down, and the volume of the pedal is at like 3 o'clock, so it's like a little bit of a volume boost.
Do like a couple of clean chords and then step on the Tube Screamer just to hear the difference.
Yeah. So neck pickup clean. And then if I turn the Tube Screamer on. Just kind of like a nice mid bump.
Yeah, the 808s are cool. I mean, they're hyped and way too expensive, but they're cool.
It is cool.
They sound really good.
Mid gain kind of classic rock Marshall-y thing, you know.
All right.
So less verb, Wampler Plexi Drive with just the post gain side on because it's the deluxe.
All right, so I'm going to do the same stuff, staying with that Klon, but a little more. So. And notice what I did there is that, well, you can't see my feet, but when I got to the chorus part, I pulled the dirty back a little bit so it brings the clean signal up, so when I do that little arpeggio, it sticks out and I get more clarity out of it. It's almost like being able to roll off your volume knob without having to let go of the strings.
Which is cool. I don't practice, so.
Clean funk.
Okay.
Clean.
Clean.
So, no reverb. Ain't no reverb in funk. And then Keeley compressor, and I'm in the position 2, so it's kind of humbucker bridge, coil tapped. So,
all right. I'm gonna go bridge pickup coil split because I have a coil split, and as he said, ain't no reverb in funk. But I'm gonna cheat and use my wah pedal. It's like blues funk. How about big lead, like singing lead tone, not super hairy sounding, but like big and fat and sustaining. You could say Eric Johnson if you want to. We can get in that neighborhood. Plexi Drive, plate reverb, some like 1 repeat delay, and then the tube screamer in front of the plexi drive, rolling the tone back on the bridge pickup a little bit.
All right, here's the AT. AT, carbon copy, a little bit of reverb. Had to do it.
Yeah, I knew he would.
That was like slow pitch when you were a kid. Classic Van Halen.
Hell yes!
Here it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that stuff.
I'll play different Van Halen. But still classic Van Halen, just different songs.
It's almost like you had that set up waiting for it.
That's true.
Do Ain't Talking About Love because of the flanger thing.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
What else can we do? I can do metal. He can't do metal, really. Cause
yeah, I don't have anything set up to do that. I haven't done like a metal gig in a long time.
I don't practice, so I have to play metal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing that the Timmons is a great like rock. But it doesn't. It's got so much mid-range to it. It doesn't do the scooped metally.
Yeah,
thing.
And for it to get the like sort of aggression thing, you have to scoop some of the mids out a little bit.
Let me see.
We'll try playing with knobs.
It's close.
I'll try doing. I'm gonna do the plexi
It's
drive.
noisy when it's that gained up though.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the plexi drive with the tube screamer in front of it and like not the EVH pedal.
The Deja Vibe. So
Oh yeah.
I don't get to use this on any gigs that I play, but I put it on my pedal board anyway because I love it so much. Like I just use it on sound check.
Or for that like second note that no one hears.
Yeah. It's one thing that you can't hear at home, but like through like a good Marshall style amp, these the Univibes, man, they do that throb hits you in the chest.
Yeah, it's like pushing air at you.
It's so neat.
It's really cool. Like you're standing in front of a boat propeller.
Hendrix. Do a Hendrix.
Oh yeah, okay, we can do that. Plexi drive, neck pickup split.
Yeah, it doesn't do that glassy thing. This guitar is what's really holding this back. Yeah, this guitar is squarely in the sort of Gibson camp tone-wise, so it doesn't do Stratty.
I could sort of get away with some Stratty stuff with this one. What else? Anything else?
Let's see. Oh, I've got a rotary pedal on mine.
Oh, that's cool.
If you don't know, rotary pedals, they're designed to sound like a Leslie cabinet, which was the cabinet that everybody used with Hammond organs. It's got a speaker that actually spins around in a box. So it's kind of a chorusy. originally made because it was supposed to emulate the sound of the Leslie cabinets, which it doesn't really. But it sounds really neat by itself.
It's like a super phaser.
Yeah, it's like 4 phasers turned on at the same time.
Oh, speaking of phasers, that's one thing I do with mine. I play with the knob, the speed, all the time with my foot. Because you can do the like, what do they call it, Skinner, like Call Me the Breeze.
Here it is.
Why don't we Blackberry smoke them out? I've been Lucas, and he's been Evan.
I'm Evan.
And tell us whose pedalboard is better, and it's mine. It's definitely mine.